Everybody, I would like you to welcome to the Life Stories stage. Everybody, please give it up for my good friend, this amazing person, amazing conversationalist, amazing content creator, funny, good, wonderful dude. And his name is Mr. Jake Weber, everybody! Hey! What's up, brother?
What up?
Oh yeah, bro.
What's the red carpet?
You get okay. Well, all I have here, bro. I'm so sorry. I did not have this set up for you.
Okay.
On the way in, I know that this is what you
That's
put
fine.
on your writer. So this is the blue carpet, actually. Okay. So welcome everybody, Jake, to the Life Story Show. Click, 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 click. He's here. Getty Images is in front of this. Just pretend like it's right there. Yo, bro, what's good? I don't know if I'm like gonna be up to your level of swagger right now in this moment. After what I just saw, after what I just witnessed, Jake, that was pretty impressive. I gotta be honest. Oh shit! Hey, bro.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Welcome. I'm
Thank
good.
you.
What do you think of the
Dolphin
setup?
come.
Really? Wait, I was just thinking about that too.
Well, you said welcome.
Oh. Well, now I just outed myself that I was thinking about dolphin cum.
Yeah, I was just trying to say the stuff you're saying.
Well, I was just actually curious how your day is going so far.
It's going pretty good. I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Got a video up. Doing everything good.
You did? What's your video?
Went to a pizza festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
Downtown. They take that stuff seriously.
Really?
Got 12 slices a person.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
did you
man.
eat all 12?
I tried. I threw up before I could.
How many did you eat before you threw up?
Probably like 8, you know.
Okay.
You waste money when you don't finish it, you know.
True.
You paid for the 12, and if you eat less, then you're losing money.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least you got your money's worth after throwing up.
No, because I hunked a chunk, bruh. I hunked a chunk. I got all the pizza out.
True. You didn't even get to keep those calories
Yeah,
inside
so I
your
went
body.
up to them. I was like, hey, I threw it all up. Could I restart? And they said no.
Oh, shit, bro. That's kind of a ripoff.
Literally.
I'm sorry. But at least you got some content out of it, right?
Yeah.
Bro, here. Okay, wait. Let me adjust this chair for you. I feel like you're like a foot below me right now. So here, stand up, bro. Stand
Really?
up.
I was
yes.
chilling.
No. Look, I feel like a monster. Look at me. I'm a short guy. I don't like being bigger than other people.
I don't know how to do this.
Okay, do you feel the lever?
No.
I believe in you. It's actually
front or back?
No, right here, right there. I'm making you do it. I can't do it. I'm not used
There's
to
no lever.
I'm not used to being bigger than people. I don't know.
No lever here.
Wait, let me see. Wait, where did it go? Oh no, it's on that side.
On
the
that
back,
side?
yeah.
Oh, I see.
You see it? You got it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's that?
Bro, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Got a crotch shot there.
Dude, that's perfect, bro. Retention up.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, well, thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'd love to come.
Dude, thank you for dolphin coming. I mean,
Thanks for, welcome.
dude, you're welcome for having you here.
Thank you.
No, yeah, you're honestly very welcome. You are. Wow, now I can't.
I've gotten that before.
I can't be polite without thinking of cum anymore.
I'm sorry.
This is why
That's what
I
I
need
do. I like to curse people.
to.
Curse their minds.
I need to be more careful about who I'm hanging out with, because I literally, I don't think I can have a normal day without these kinds of off the wall comments flying into my brain all the time. Do you ever feel like that?
Mm-mm.
Because it's your normal frame of mind.
My mind is a goddamn hellfire.
I believe that, bro, and that's what I want to get into today. Okay, so let me tell you have you seen any of the past episodes of this yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well,
I actually am very out of touch with social media.
really, yeah, I can tell.
Like I never know who's like the next coming up. I never know. I don't even know music anymore. Really, I'm pretty out of touch.
Really? Well, what's going on?
I just like to do my own little hobbies, and I post my videos, and I just don't keep up with the trends really that well. I went to be honest, I got the Grimace Shake before it was popular, so.
Wait, is that true?
I went on his birthday.
Okay, I actually believe that. One, because if there is a trend that you're up on, it's fast food. And two, you don't do things because other people do them. You do them because you fucking want to do them.
Yeah.
And I know that the Grimace Shake is something that you, Jake Weber, would actually be interested in doing, regardless of what the rest of the world is saying and doing.
Well, me and Grimace go way back, so like I thought I'd owed it to him for his birthday.
How do you guys have a history?
Pre-K.
Pre-com?
He was my teacher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Look, you messed me up already,
no one
bro.
even knows how old Grimace is turning this year.
How old is he?
He's 53 now.
Is that true? Did you make that up?
52 or 53. Go look it up.
Like 1980? 1970? Bro, Grimace is older than me. Grimace, if we induct him...
How old is Grimace from McDonald's?
Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that comment, chat. Honestly, I need to get off of the cum, okay? I'm not thinking about... I will say this, Jake. I went to a nude beach yesterday.
Really?
100% nude beach.
Really? How was it?
It was great because it was a nude gay beach.
That's amazing. Is it close by?
No. It's in San Diego.
Oh.
Yeah, but if it were close by, would you ever be down to go to a gay nude beach with me?
Oh, dude, I would go to any beach.
Really?
Nude or not. Look at this. What does that say?
52nd birthday of Grimace's. Wow. Okay. You know your shit. Bro, okay. So before we go off into too many tangents here, Jake, I want to get going on the story of Jake Weber.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Was there any sort of thoughts or premonitions you had before going into telling your life story today?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm vibing.
That's how it should be. Here's the thing.
They said, I was born in the 7-Eleven.
Were you really? I actually believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents own a 7-Eleven.
No.
And then, yeah. No,
I mean,
yes. Yes. This is the beginning of your life story.
Yes.
Yeah, your parents own a 7-Eleven.
Exactly.
And then, you were essentially delivered by the corn dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why you have such a passion for
That's right.
convenience stores and fast food restaurants.
Exactly.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro.
Okay, I gotta tell y'all something. Me and Jake, I feel like we have a special friendship. Do you think so?
Yeah, dude.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Because I feel that, but I don't know if you actually feel that too. I just said it, and I wasn't sure if you felt the same way.
People in this world that are chill, and then people in this world that are not chill. And also when you look at someone, I feel like in a social setting, I feel like I'm a little I'm not too much of a social butterfly. So I feel like when someone's overly too social, it almost feels fake to me. I feel like I could feel when someone's really real and genuine and chill.
We had a very long conversation about the word chill a couple years ago, walking around the C4 house. We'll probably get to that at some point, but basically we were walking around the C4 house neighborhood for 2.5 hours talking about what it means to be chill and who in our life is chill and who in our life is not chill.
Yeah, exactly.
And the difference that it makes. And it was just ridiculous how clarifying that conversation was for me, because I was like, oh, that's why I enjoy being around this person. And that's why it's difficult for me to be around this person.
Yeah.
I like being around the chill people. I like being around the non-chill people.
For real.
Not it.
For real.
It's not it, bro.
Not it.
Yeah.
Not it.
Okay.
I feel like, it's easy to be chill.
Well, it's easy to be chill if you're chill. But
That's facts.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the hard thing to essentially grasp is when you are naturally chill is to realize that there are people out there who aren't.
Yeah,
chill.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's super facts. Yeah.
But it's confusing for us chill people.
It seems like for us, it's easy for everyone to be chill, but it's not.
No. Yes, and I'm not exactly sure where that stems from for the non-chill people of the world.
Not my problem. I'm gonna stay out of it.
No, I want to. I know, but here's the thing: is I try to get involved. I want to be like a chill person going into a non-chill person's life and be like, "Hey, bro, this is how you be chill." But then you get to the point where you realize non-chill people just aren't. They may never get there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's why I think we have a special friendship, bro.
Hell yeah.
So here's the
Chillest
thing.
motherfucker I know.
That's not true, bro. You know more chill people than me. You absolutely do. I feel like Johnny's more chill than me.
Johnny's pretty chill.
Johnny's pretty fucking
He's a
chill.
certified chiller.
I feel like I don't know if Johnny is here or if he's ever gonna watch this later on YouTube, but that is one of the chillest dudes I have ever met. And
He's a
y'all's
chill
friendship
boy.
makes so much sense to me. One, because you have similar interests.
Yeah.
You like the same music, you like the same style and fashion. And finally, one of the main reasons is that you're both extremely chill.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
And I wanted to have you here and hear your life story today because I want to know, bro, how you got to be this fucking chill, bro.
Doing my thing, man.
Yeah. So let's just fucking get into it, bro.
Okay.
Okay. Jake Weber, everybody. This is his life story. Jake, where did it all begin?
Fresh out the womb.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
Fresh out the womb. Where was the womb?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bigger city, right?
Oh, dude, it's like a city, kinda, but like it's like literally like it's like a city, and then you leave the city and it's all cornfield. And I lived like in a little tiny town outside of the cornfield. Like there's like 1,500 people in the town I live, and like you go through like the fields to get to the city.
Okay.
Right? And it looks like when people see it in real life, they're like, wow, I thought this was like only in the movies, like how this looks.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, you know what's fucked up about that? Is that one time you and me and Reggie were sitting at a dinner table.
Yeah.
Okay? At the C4 house.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to remember this, but the two of you told me that y'all actually grew up somewhere in Europe. And the fucking both of you just went along with it. And you absolutely, both of you lied to me. And then I went around and I was like, guys, did you know that Reggie and Jake actually were born in like Spain? Like the two of you fucking went along with
That's
it.
awesome. I don't even remember that.
No, I know you don't.
That's definitely something we do.
Yeah, but it meant a lot to me because I believed that story for like 6 months.
Oh, wow. That was a long time. Because sometimes I like fuck with people, then I totally forget that I did.
Yeah, that's exactly what you guys were doing.
Like
fucking with me.
Me and my friend Damon, like we told this girl at a party that we were the ones that were like flipping the Taylor Swift tickets, and we're like, yeah, we made a bag, and she's like, oh my god, that's crazy, and we like never saw her again. So like,
She still thinks it.
yeah, she might still think that.
One day she's gonna tweet on or she's gonna be on a documentary outing you guys of all the scams.
Yeah,
that
they
you've
were the
done.
ones that did it.
And I'm gonna be like, yeah, they lied to me about their birth certificates.
You can't trust a word they say.
Bro, you got to be careful with all this fucking with people, man.
That's
they believe
true.
you. You're too believable.
That's true. I mean, but whenever I like see someone at a party that's like I feel is like somewhat bothering me, then it's like I'm kind of like I'm a little more sarcastic.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
Well, what are you trying to say?
Like, you know, like if someone like walks up to you and they're like you're sober and they're like super fucking drunk and you don't know them and they're just like talking your ear off and like, and you could just say the most ridiculous things and they believe it, and it's like, okay, well, it's like, you know, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but that's what you did to me, bro. So what the fuck? What were you saying?
Were you super drunk?
No. Well, actually, probably. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No. Yeah, we both were probably pretty lit because it was the dinner where we were celebrating camboys shit.
You're correlating.
Yeah.
You're
Me.
correlating. Yeah. No.
You're talking about me.
No.
Like some stupid fucking idiot. I'm just gonna be sarcastic.
No. See, I also am sarcastic to the ones I love because they know I'm sarcastic. But I guess you didn't know.
No, I didn't fucking know. I barely knew you guys then. This is like early 2021. I met you. Well, okay. Oh, well, you know what? This is a good part. I met you in like 2018.
Yeah.
2018? Maybe 2019, but like I think it was 2018.
Yeah.
And it was at a party in the hills, Dom's house. There was a balcony,
yeah.
And then I went out there. I met both you and Tara.
That's what's up.
How long have you and Tara been dating?
Like 5 years.
Okay, so yeah, that goes.
Yeah.
Because within 5 years,
yeah.
2018 and 2019. So
That's
it was
crazy.
towards the beginning of your relationship. Anyway,
That's
bro,
crazy.
I'm so sorry to derail you from.
No, you're honestly, I'm sarcastic like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like in like my brain like it like works a little weird. Like whenever like I'm talking to people, in the back of my mind is like working up jokes like throughout the conversation. Like while I'm talking, it's like I'm like thinking of like things like odd things to say, like, you know, like all the time. Like my brain's like always like trying to think of something like weird to say all the time.
Would
So-
you consider yourself a comedian?
No.
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 Why not? You know what comedians do? They say funny shit.
Yeah, but like, you know, like that's like I feel like it's like a career path, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But like, is what you make funny? Does it make people laugh? Is it comedy?
I don't know. I just like to be like I guess I just like to be an oddball. Like, you know, like I don't like regular surface level conversations. You know, like I kind of like I don't know. Like I just don't. I don't. You know. I don't know.
I feel you, bro. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about surface conversations or small talk.
Yeah.
Is that okay, I understand, you know, it's not the most thrilling way to interact with another person. However, I do think that when you're having small talk with someone, if you're talking about sports, if you're talking about like the weather or whatever, you're getting a lot more information and interaction than just sports and weather. You're getting like, oh, what's this person like? Like, does this person like me?
I am interested. Yeah, I'm interested in people's lives and like what they do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I hate like seeing meeting people at parties and like listening to them like talk all about their life if I'm never gonna see them again or something like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like if it's like a real friend, like, you know, like I want to hear like their whole life, you know, deep in the cracks.
Bro, well, I wish you would hear deep in my cracks.
Dude, I'll listen next time. Maybe I'll hear the ocean.
No, you have. You've come to like a few Be Free Stories nights where I share some of my story.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's basically like, I'm passionate about sharing my story.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm also passionate about hearing other people's stories.
You're a real one for that.
Yeah. So anyway, bro, back to the cornfields.
Yeah.
There were 1,500 people in your city.
Yeah. In my town where I grew up.
Okay. And then you're growing up there. I think I read this morning. I looked up your bio.
Nice.
You were born in 1998.
Eight.
Say
Yeah,
it.
1998.
That's how some people
yeah.
say it. 1998. And so by the time the turn of the century came about, you were just a little kid growing up. You had two older brothers.
Yes.
Two older brothers.
Yes.
Reggie and
Ryan, yeah.
Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jill came after you.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy?
What?
Is like everyone calls her Jill, but she hates going by Jill. Like she likes to go by Jillian.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she ever tells anyone that though.
Jillian.
like she's never been called Jill her whole life.
Damn, Jillian, I am so sorry for offending you.
I thought I'd be the one to say it because I feel like she never like wants to say anything.
Okay, chat, y'all heard it here first. Do not call Jillian Jill. All right, it is Jillian. What's her Twitch name? This is
Jilsta.
Jilsta. Okay.
I believe it's Jilsta.
Well, then
something like
okay.
that.
Well, that's not my fault then. If she's putting her fucking handles as just Jill, what does she expect?
What's Jilsta? Like
Jilsta.
You know, it's like a rap name in a way. You know, it's like Jilsta.
Okay, for sure, but it's still just Jill.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to admit, if you want to go by Jillian, you got to put Jillian in your handles.
Well, Jillian doesn't really.
No, Jillian.
flow as
No,
well.
you're right. Jillian. You're right. Jillian does not flow. Jill, if you ever watch this, look, I love you and I support every decision you make behind how you brand yourself and what you want to call yourself. But look, if you want people to call you Jillian, don't just put Jill in your handles. The way that we mostly see each other is on our handles.
Yeah.
If you put Jacob Weber as your Instagram handle,
Well, my full name's Jake.
your full name,
That's my birth name.
like on your birth certificate.
Yeah, it's Jake.
Dead ass.
Yeah, that ass.
You know what, bro? Same with my grandfather.
Good shit.
My grandpa Jake.
Good shit. That's real as fuck.
God rest his soul. He was a good man. He served our country
Hell yeah.
and also was in the fire department.
Let's go.
And I believe
You know you never hear him say fuck the fire department.
Dead ass. Everybody says fuck the police. Nobody says fuck the fire department.
For real. They're just trying to do their thing. They're sick.
No, you're right though. That's a good point. And I've thought about that. Like if I were to join public service via the government, probably firefighters is the way to go.
Firefighters are lit.
All right, bro. Okay, there's too much for us to fucking talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. But for the purpose of this episode, bro, we need to continue with your life story.
Bet.
So what happened as you were growing up as a little child? Tell me. What was it like? Life on the farm?
Well, I didn't live on a farm, but like I was surrounded by farms. Like I lived in a town.
Mm-hmm. What did you do when you were a little kid? Like, what were you doing? Did you like school? Did you play sports? Did you do weird shit?
I played sports, but I was really, really bad at them. I don't like to be like close up, like in people's like personal space. Like, I feel like sometimes I have to adjust to just like hugging in general. Like, I kind of don't like hugging or anything. Like, I don't really like to be in people's like. I don't like people like in my space really, like, but I know that's a very normal thing, so I'm like, oh, I need to adjust.
Yeah.
But like I hated sports because I was like, I hated like being aggressive and being like on people, and like I just wanted to like do my own thing. I tried to be a magician, breakdancing, ventriloquist.
You were that kid.
Yeah, I try to do like all the weird like stuff because like I always wanted to do my own thing, like, and I wanted it to be impressive. Like whatever I did, I wanted it to be impressive. Like I wanted people to think it was cool.
Do you remember when you realized, look, okay, I think I'm a little bit different from all these other kids at this school, and I want to go do my own thing.
Yeah.
And show them what that is. Do you remember or like how old you were and what you did about it?
Well, growing up, my mom always said that like, I'd wear like striped pants with like polka dot shirts and like my like shoes on the wrong feet and stuff like that. And then one day I was like, I want to like look a certain way. And like, I went to Target and I got like a bunch of like skater clothes and stuff like that. And I was like, this is what I like, I'm developing like a personality and like what I want in life. But before that, like I didn't care like what shoe was on what foot, like what I wore, if it was inside out or backwards. I did not give a fuck. And eventually I was like, oh, I want to like what I want, and I want to be unique and have my own interests and stuff.
So you went to Target. What'd you get?
Like skateboarder shirt and skateboarder pants. Like I really like skinny jeans.
So it was kind of the skate culture that introduced you to this alternative.
Yeah,
existence.
I just like the alternative. Like I hate anything that just like feels very like normal. Like I always like
mainstream.
Yeah, I feel like I naturally feel like I'm like on like the outskirts of everything, and I want to look that way, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, growing up, like, I never really, like, connected, like, with anyone. Like, I always felt like I was, like, by myself, like, no matter what I did. Like, it's like I'd have friends, but it's like they weren't really friends, like, they're, like, school friends,
So how did you relate with them? What made
really,
you guys hang out?
Didn't really, like... like I never had that much like of a friend. Like it was always just like I'd be like around like everyone else like at school, and like I always like I guess like my goal growing up was like always to have like a close friend that I could like always like hang out with, and like there's times where I'd maybe have them like here and there for like a short amount of time, but like it never like really stuck. Like I feel like my thinking patterns are just like I feel like my thinking patterns are a bit like weird, and it kind of isolated me from other people.
So you probably started to realize that in about middle school, is that right? Maybe before.
Pretty much always,
just ever since you can remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were growing up, you're like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and you're like, okay, I'm different. I know that I'm different. And bro, I'm gay. So
Yeah.
I get the feeling of feeling different from your peers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's a difficult thing to wrestle with, because you're like, okay, everybody's going on this one path. Everybody's saying, okay, this is what you're supposed to do to be successful, to be happy, to get what you want out of life. This is basically the blueprint. But then people like you and me are sitting here like, wait, this doesn't really apply to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a difficult process to go through, because then you realize, oh, if I'm going to find happiness and satisfaction and success in this life, then I need to kind of carve my own path.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were deciding to carve your own path, I know you said that you started doing kind of like magic tricks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was like the first thing that you really decided, like, look, okay, fuck the norm, fuck the mainstream, I'm going to try this?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, it was like all natural. Like, I just like naturally like did all these things, you know, like, oh, I want to try this. Oh, I want to try this. I want to dress like this. You know, I never like thought about it. You know, like, I feel like you don't really like, I don't know, me personally, I didn't really like question like why I was like so different and I couldn't connect to anyone. I kind of just like was like thinking this is how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
I didn't even know what anxiety was like until high school. Like, I didn't know really what it was.
Okay.
But I definitely had it, like, for like ever,
Really?
dude. Forever, like my whole life, I definitely had it, but I never even knew what it was.
And okay, so when you're going through all this,
Yeah.
you have an older brother named Reggie.
Yes.
What's he doing?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you're going through this like, okay, I think I'm a little bit alternative to the norm.
Mm-hmm.
What was Reggie doing while you were realizing this?
Gaming. Well, there was never really a realization, you know, like, I feel like, you know, like, it was just always how it came to be, you know, as I grew up, like, you know, with Tadpole to a Frog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it never, like, was, like, I never sat back and was like, I want to be different. Like, it was just always, like, you know, I just found my interest and I just grew like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Okay. So you're in middle school, and then that's probably what, like 2010, 2011. And that's sort of when like the internet is taking off. Social media is taking off.
Yes.
Vine, Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram a little bit later.
Yeah.
I believe you started, is it true you started on Vine?
Yeah. That was like the first app I started on. So like pretty much like when I first got on the internet, I was like pretty young, you know.
You're like what, 12?
I don't know, like maybe like 8.
What?
Yeah.
8 years old?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
I don't know. I played this like video game like for years, and like I liked it because I was like behind a screen and like I could talk to people, and like, you know, there wasn't this like social there wasn't social cues and stuff like all that when you talk to someone in person. So like I loved like talking to people through this game, like you know, I'd have like girlfriends on it and stuff
Really?
like that. Yeah.
What game was it?
It's like no one knows it anymore. It's called Endless Online. I don't even know if it's running anymore. But
And it was just like a browser, like you open the internet browser and go to.
it was like a
website?
downloadable game, you know,
Okay.
like Wizard 101 or something.
And then you would chat with people while you're playing that game. And
Yeah.
You had girlfriends.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah. And but like the thing is like I was like fluent in the keyboard. Like I could really type, and like I was like, you know,
You
always
had
like look.
keyboard Riz.
Yeah. I was really good at like keyboard, and like, you know, like kids like my same age, it felt like they were like 3 years younger. Like I was like, I remember, dude, like I like always like look back and like think about times, and I remember like in preschool, like I like saw a kid and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to be his friend, and like I was like, wasn't the Titanic sad? And they're like, huh? And they like,
Like,
walked away, and they're
how
like,
do I
they're
respond
like, what
to
the
this?
fuck, dude? I'm like a fucking like I'm a fucking preschooler, like, you know, pretty
Why am I
much, like,
talking
you know,
about
they're like, what? Nah.
Yeah.
And like they're like painting, and like it's so weird. Like I feel like I just like do not understand like how socialness like works, you know, like it just makes no sense to me, you know?
Right. Well, which is interesting because I feel like that aspect of you figured out how to work that towards your advantage in your career.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you were a kid, you were in middle school, you started playing this game.
Yeah.
You knew you were different.
Yeah.
Is this about the same time that you started doing like magic tricks for people in real life?
Maybe. Maybe. You know, like I feel I didn't like know how to talk to people, so I thought that it was cool to like just do something cool in front of people, you know?
You were like, okay, look, if I can't like go up and have like interact the way that people are regularly interacting.
Yeah, if I'm not good at that, then I'll maybe I could try to impress them with something cool.
Well, what's cool is you were like, okay, I recognize the need for some sort of fucking subject matter or activity to be going on while I'm interacting with other people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I would argue that learned skill, that survival instinct is what led you to your success as a content creator. Because when you make a video, when you do a stream, it's like there's got to be a subject matter, there's got to be an activity for you to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So fucking kudos for that.
Hell yeah.
But you know, the thing is that when you're a kid and you don't know how to interact with your peers, that can be pretty daunting, and that can probably like overtake a lot of people because they don't know where to go, how to turn, how to like make their own way to be accepted or normal in their current circumstance.
Yeah.
And you were going through that, and basically you figured out, okay, I'm going to take matters into my own hands and take what I'm interested in and bring it to the masses, whether it's at school or online.
Yeah. No, exactly. It's just like that's why I like, you know, that's why I started social media too, is because I feel like I could be cool like behind this. I feel like I could be cool behind the screen, you know, like I could think of the things I want to say, edit, do everything. It's not like the in-person interaction. So it's like, okay, if I can't like, you know, talk to people and be cool and have friends in person, then I could do it online.
Well, you know what's interesting that brings up to me is that I see people who are more like like they're personable, they're very like gregarious, they talk to people all the time in person, and then once you put a camera on them, they're like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to do, don't look at me, oh my god, this is so awkward, this is so crazy.
Yeah. And
then I feel like it's vice versa. I feel like a lot of people who aren't as social in person are really fucking good on camera and at like making content and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of applies to what you're talking about, you know? And goddamn, I'm just so glad that the age of social media and cameras came about as you were coming up and you found that avenue to express yourself.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Okay, so you're playing this game, you're chatting, you're getting girlfriends.
Yeah.
And you kind of start to realize like, oh, magic was a cool way, impressing people in person was a cool way to interact with other people, that kind of worked. And then you found this game, you're chatting with these girls, and you realize like, oh, this is another way that I can connect with other people.
Well, I just never thought about it like that, you know. I just kind of like went every day. It's like, yeah. You know, I just like did every day, you know. I never had like setbacks and like realizations, you know. I just like everything was just the way it was, you know. I never questioned anything. I only question things as an adult.
Holy shit.
Looking back, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like, I didn't know what anxiety was. Like I literally just like went about every single day. I never thought I was weird. I never thought like anything. Like I just thought, oh, this sucks or that sucks, you know. Like I didn't even know the difference between like conditioner and shampoo until I was like 12. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, that's because you're straight.
No.
That's
but
not
like,
because
but
you had anxiety.
But you know what's funny? It's like growing up, no one thought I was straight because I was very like overly I overly like cared myself, you know.
Wait,
like,
what you overly what?
I overly cared myself. Like I always like I wanted to make sure it looked good. Like I even like one time I like put on makeup like in 6th grade and like people thought I was gay.
Hell yeah! How did it make you feel when people were accusing you of being gay in 6th grade?
I never cared really.
You were like, fuck you.
Because I'm not, you know, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're confident enough in your own sexuality and in who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, look, it's not necessarily about being confident.
But I see what you're saying because, like, you know, like keeping up with yourself is like straight dudes like don't keep up with themselves that well.
They have like fucking 3-in-1, 5-in-1 conditioner, body wash, freaking face wash, toothpaste, all that shit. They use the same thing for all.
Exactly, but like I like I was always thinking in my head, like, how can I like present myself the best? Like I want to have friends. I want to have girls think I'm attractive. Like I always took like I always try to like do the most. Like, oh, I have to, like, if I see someone new, like I could show them a cool trick. I always have to look presentable. Like I always made sure that I felt like I looked and was always my best.
Do you think that came from a lack somewhere else? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like, okay, you already mentioned this. Like, okay, I'm not like the most natural person at like picking up a social cue or whatever.
Yeah.
But look, I can take matters into my own hands and make up for that by basically having something to talk about, having a presentable way to come out to the world.
Yeah.
Having this thing that I do that we can do together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's really cool, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's one thing that I have noticed and observed about you and in our conversations at parties or just hanging out one-on-one is like, yo, Jake always has something for us to do and talk about, and it's exciting and it's new, and you are always so goddamn enthusiastic about it.
Thank you, bro.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so back to your life.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing this game. You got a couple girlfriends, and then what is this jump from this game to social media? Was there an in between? Was there something in between that game and Vine, or what?
You know, like when I started to get into like middle school, I suppose that I focused more on real life. I would like always like I would look at like who was like the most popular in the school, and I'd like, okay, I'm sorry. I would look at like who was the most popular in the school, and I'd look at them and see how they dress, see how they act, and I'd try to like replicate that, because I was like, this is how I could be like enjoyable to other people. And like, you know, I gotta wear like Nike and all that stuff. So like I did dress like alternatively, but like I was like, oh, I want nothing more than to have friends. And like I live in this small town like where no one's really alternative, and I was like, okay, I need to be sporty. If I want girls to like me, I want to have guy friends, and I'm gonna have to be like just like them. But it never actually ever happened, because just because you dress a certain way or you present a certain thing doesn't make someone like you. It's literally who you are at the end of the day. And I never got that, because who I was at the end of the day was like too odd to really be friends with anyone around me.
So you were, what was this, when you were like 12?
What?
That you were going through that, what you were just talking about? Like, you realize like, oh, what I wear doesn't make a difference. 13,
oh,
14?
No. I'm just saying that now.
Oh,
I never
just
knew
in
that.
general.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I still do that.
But
I'll never, it'll never, like, what am I supposed to do? Just like sit back and just like accept that it's hard for me to, you know, be close to people, or just keep on doing my thing. No,
okay, but I think that you as a kid, you made that realization. It's a common theme in your life, and you realize like, look, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep like living and connecting to other people, making content, doing all this shit, but this way of like wearing Nikes, like trying to go along with the norms of society, like that's not how I'm gonna do it. I never had that realization. Like I only questioned things like a year or two ago. Like I've never ever had a realization. Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like I never, like every single day, like I just went like, this is how it is.
But you've been going alternative for like a decade, right?
I've always like been like that, you know, in my mind. The only times that I wasn't really was when I was trying to like appeal to others in an effort to make friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you made Vine was your first social media app, is that right?
Yeah, I gave a kid a $20 bill to borrow his iPod for a couple weeks.
An iPod Touch?
Yeah.
And
then I made Vines on it.
With the solo intention of making Vines?
Yeah.
How did you find out about Vine without an iPod Touch?
I just heard about it, you know?
Okay.
Just heard about it. And I like wanted to get on it because, you know, growing up, like I always made like at-home videos, like of me doing stupid things. You know, like I I'd always make like at home like skits and stuff like that. So I was like, oh my God, it's an app where I can make a skit.
Bro, that is actually one thing I wanted to ask you was as a kid before social media, were you, and clearly you were, doing other like videos, like weird, funny shit before social media?
Yeah, we like used the camcorder.
Really?
Yeah.
Who? You and Reggie?
Like, yeah.
The two of you, mostly.
Yeah. But like I think I was like always the one that was like driving to do it. Like I like always wanted to do stuff like that.
What would you guys make?
Just like, you know, jumping off things and like being stupid.
Yeah.
You know, like pranks, all that stuff.
Did you / do you look up to Reggie?
Yeah, and like in a lot of ways, you know, I think he's a really unique guy.
And as a kid, how would you like admire him as an older brother?
You know, he's just like typical older brother core. Like he played video games and ate pizza rolls. You know.
And that definitely influenced the things that you like to do.
Oh, I don't do it. I don't do any things he does.
You don't do any of the things he does?
Not really.
Well, but you play. I guess no. You play video games and eat pizza rolls. What are you talking about?
I mean, like I only play video games because I'm doing it on stream. I don't like video games.
Really?
I only like.
You don't like Rust?
I only like Minecraft.
Okay, no.
Well,
I'm
I played
sorry.
Rust. Yeah,
Jake, you love Rust.
Yeah, that was like the one game, but like I didn't play video games like my entire life besides Minecraft.
But Reggie was.
Oh yeah, like he likes games. Like we have the same sense of humor, but we're pretty opposite.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I guess you do have the same sense of humor, but you are pretty different. And I've always found it interesting between you and Reggie. You guys are different, but you guys kind of seem more like I don't know. I know you're brothers, but you kind of seem like not coworkers, but like I don't know, just like
friends.
Yes, yeah, you seem like friends.
Yeah, well, that's how it's supposed to be, you know. I mean, what does like? There's not. I mean, like. What is the definition of like, you know, family members and stuff, you know? Like if you like take that definition away, then it's just like people that are your friends and not friends.
Yeah. Especially as you become adults. Yeah. I find it so interesting because I can't imagine if my brother and sister were here. I guess I'm just so different from them. Like neither of them do like social media or content creation or anything like that. So it would be difficult for me to kind of like hang out with my friends, like that, you know, and we're always doing social media and we do that. And my siblings who, you know, they have basically quote unquote, not, I hate the word normal, but like a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
And it's just a whole different world. But then you and Jillian and Reggie, you have this connection between the three of you where you have a lot of the same friends. You do a lot of the same work. You understand why y'all do it. And you have a mutual respect for each other. Yeah. And I think that you and Reggie, although you're different, you guys respect the fact that you're both ridiculously talented. You're pursuing this craft. Yeah. Maybe Reggie's gaming and you're doing these like, how many McDonald's fries can I eat in an hour or something like that. And then also you respect the fact that you guys are different. Yeah. And to the point where you can come to a gosh damn dinner and like all of a sudden be on the same page about lying to me about where you guys are from. I literally, that interaction with the two of you told me so much about y'all's relationship as brothers, as literal full-on brothers. Okay, bro. Okay, we aren't getting anywhere on your life story. I guess we just have so much to talk about in general. But okay, so you were playing this game. You made a Vine. Yeah. Then what happened?
Like in the very beginning, I was like trying to figure out how do I get followers? Like I'd like follow a bunch of people, then unfollow a bunch of people. Like I'm like, how do I get started? How do I do this? You know, I'd like shout out my page to like other people's pages, like in their comments, like spam. You know, and
go follow me, or like, hey, I love your work. I love your work. I love your work.
No, I'd just be like, I'd literally go under someone famous, under their Vine, and be like, follow me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like who? Who would you comment that on?
Like everyone I saw. Like
Crawford?
I was like on my phone for 8 hours a day.
Like Weekly Chris?
No, I was already doing my thing by then. This was like really early on. Like there was not that many like famous people on it yet.
Okay, and when and how did it start to take off?
Very gradually, and never really like went crazy all at once. I'd have like videos that like have good traction here and there, but yeah. I didn't really like doing Vines like because like I try to keep it PG. I always heard that like if you keep it PG, then you'll have a lot more brand deals and like you'll get a lot further. So like I always like put on this fake like character of myself that was super clean and PG.
And meanwhile, you're like, I just want to say fuck.
I just want to like do what I want, but I didn't know how.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's really interesting. I feel like I'm learning those kinds of lessons now because while I have had a camera for 10 plus years and I've been quote unquote making content for even 10 plus years, I haven't been doing it in the capacity of being like a social media creator or influencer or something like that. I've only been doing that for like 3 years ever since I moved into the C4 house. And man, there are so many lessons to be learned about being yourself, about what do you want to get out of this? What do brands want to see from you / what does your audience want to see from you? And so it's interesting to hear you say that as a teen, you were wrestling with that question. Like, okay, I'm going to be making these Vines, but I need to make them clean. So I can't 100% be myself, even though kind of the goal is to be more yourself outside of the real world.
I thought like if I was myself, then I wouldn't like, gain followers. So I was like, okay, I gotta put on this mask. Like, and then, I started making really what I wanted.
When did that switch and how did you feel emboldened to do so?
When I started doing YouTube.
Okay. So you were doing Vine for like what, a year and a half, 2 years?
I was doing Vine for like maybe 4 years or something like that.
Before YouTube.
Yeah.
And then you made a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What made you want to make a YouTube channel?
Well, Vine was dying and YouTube was kind of like the thing to do.
So you went on Vine. You said, hey, guys, I made a YouTube channel. Go follow me there.
I don't remember.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just kind of, started doing it,
And then what did you start doing on YouTube?
Just like sit down videos, and I was still pretty clean and like I felt like a character. And, like eventually, I really just started to really be myself on camera because it's kind of like work. You kind of have to like learn how to be completely normal on camera versus like putting on this fake, hey guys, front, like you have to like, it takes a while to learn and like act like the camera is like your friend and you're just talking to them being cool.
Was there a particular person or influencer or content creator that you looked to be more, to like realize like, okay, I need to be more myself like they are?
I'd say like, like I really like hanging out with like Sam, Colby, and Corey and Aaron like when they lived at that house, because like I moved in eventually, but every time like I hung out with them, or even just like Sam and Colby in general, because like they were like the only two people that I was really friends with in Vine, and like we'd all like make jokes and like we'd have the same sense of humor, and that was kind of like that's how I kind of feel like I developed like being myself like on camera, because like we all like got the same jokes.
I see.
Yeah.
So you were making Vines and you met Sam and Colby and Corey on Vine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I pretty much was only friends with like Sam and Colby, and like I got to know like Corey when I moved in.
Okay. So you were making Vines in Kansas.
Yeah.
Sam and Colby moved to LA.
Yeah.
They're from Kansas too, aren't they?
Yeah, like 3 hours away though. They're kind of like on the edge of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you meet them in Kansas before you all met in LA?
Yeah.
You did?
Like, yeah, we met when they had like 50,000 followers on Vine. Maybe even like 20 or something.
Really?
I don't know. The first interaction I think I've seen them was when they had like 6,000 followers on Vine.
And you guys like drove and met halfway just to like meet up and make some Vines?
I think they drove to Wichita the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
They drove those 3 hours.
I was like, I had
meet
like
up with Jake.
Yeah, I don't know how many like followers they had, but like, I think I had like 50,000 or like 80,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they might have had like 25 or something.
And they came out and they're like, let's do this collab with Jake.
They were like really cool because they were like really chill, and literally like my face was red. I felt like I was literally dying in the inside because I was like, oh my God, I'm meeting these people. And like, I just like felt froze. Like I was like freaking out eternally.
Really?
Because like, I just like, I don't know, like, you know, like like talking to people and being social. It's like something that I'm like still learning, and like, because I'm out here in LA, like that's like the only reason why I like talk to people and have like friends, you know? So it was really, really, really weird and uncomfortable, like first seeing them, like on my part, because I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like meeting people that like know me and want to talk to me, and like, this is so weird, but like it was a good time.
And I feel like some of the pressure that comes with that is, I hope that they know that I am, or think that I am just as chill in person as I am online and in direct messages.
Well, I just didn't even like have those questions in my mind. I just kind of like went, you know, like I never questioned anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I never questioned anything. Like I just like was just scared and I didn't know why. I was terrified and I don't know why. And like, you know,
that's what comes up for me is now, like when I meet someone who already knows who I am from something that they've seen online, I get nervous because I'm like, I hope personally, I hope that I'm living up to their expectations. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that was a thing for you in that interaction, but that happens to me from time to time here now.
I never think that. Like I feel like I'm like, I know I'm like the exact same on camera and off. So like, I never question that. I suppose I don't question many things really. Yeah. Like I kind of just like think the way I think and like just go every day like it's a day.
So you met Sam and Colby in Kansas. They moved to LA before you.
Yeah.
And then how long after that did you move to LA? And when you moved here, did you move straight in with them?
Yeah. Like I went straight from Kansas to like in their house because the roommate Elton moved out.
Okay. What year was this?
I don't know, like 2018, like the end of 2018, maybe early. I don't know.
And you were 21.
I was 19.
You were 19. Oh yeah, you were 19. 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so, did you go to college?
Yeah, for like a month. I mean, like for like a semester.
And what college?
It was out here. It was like a college in Hollywood.
Oh, so you moved to LA and started going to college?
Yeah, I would have never like went to college other than that. My dad's like,
yeah, that was a deal with your parents, wasn't it?
Like my dad's like he had like benefits through his job, and like I got like a semester of free college. Okay. Because like through his job, I would have like and it paid for my stay too, and it was like it was just like a deal through the job because they like really take care of you in the military, so. I would have never gone to college if I didn't do that. I would just like went out there to live for free and get on my toes.
I see. Okay, yes. So you were like, okay, mom, dad, I want to move to LA. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to use this benefit that dad has from the military, but low key in the back of your head.
Oh, they knew. I'm real with them. They knew.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you told them like, hey, I'm going to go to college, but I'm also going to be pursuing this new
I was
craft.
like, oh yeah, I could live for free. Let's do that. I'll go to college.
And what were you studying?
Film.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so you get out here, you're living for free, you're going to college for free.
Yeah.
And then you move in with Sam and Colby.
Yeah.
What do you guys start doing?
Chilling.
That's it.
Like we're like filming. Like I think they wanted me to move in because like I had the exact same humor as them. They had someone move out, and like
they asked them to move out.
No. They just moved out. I don't know. They had like situations that I wasn't a part of, but like they asked me to move in, and like I have the same like creativity and like humor and passion and everything as they did, so it made sense. Like moving in, like I would never want to like live with someone that like isn't like driven and like isn't passionate, doesn't want to like do, like, and we're all kind of like that. So
okay, let me ask you this: what drives you?
Like just living. I mean, like I think that if you don't have like a will to like learn more in life, then like what's your purpose? Like you're just kind of like just existing, which I mean I think is fine for some people because maybe they like hate their life or something, but like, you know, I care and like I want to exist and I want to do more and I want to always learn, you know, like I think that living is all about learning, you know. You become a wise old person, then you die. You know.
So you got out here, and what do you feel like you were learning when you first moved out here?
I mean, I don't know. Like I was just kind of like, you know, doing my thing. You know, like I never ever thought about learning. You know, these are just things that I just naturally do. You know, like I don't like think I need to learn. You know, like I never like think about like really bettering myself. Like I always just do. You're like, you know, like I just like quit caffeine. I'm like, I don't like shit that like has a hold of me and like feels like I need something. So I just stop it. You know, like I never like think about bettering myself all the time.
You're present. I think that's what it is that you are exactly in the moment and you're thinking, okay, how am I going to continue to be myself in this moment, better myself, be with the people that I'm around, and make the next best thing that I can possibly make.
Yeah, like every day, like I pretty much just like, you know, make content, learn more and make content and do my thing.
So you started doing YouTube. Oh, excuse you, bro.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you have like a Monster Water before this?
Yeah, I love Monster Water. Shout out Monster Water.
Shout out Monster Water.
Yeah.
So you started making YouTube videos. You moved out to LA.
Yeah.
And how did your life start to change once you moved out here to LA?
Like living with them, it was like I had friends and I didn't have to really work to have friends. That's like the only aspect in life that I really don't understand is like how to have friends. And like, you know, they're my roommates, so it's like they're pretty much like your friends, like, you know, your best friends. So it was really cool. Like I'd hang out with them like every single night, you know, and like I don't start like problems and like they don't start problems. So, you know, they're super chill. So, you know, we had like it was pretty fun, like living there.
And then eventually you moved out.
Yeah.
Where did you move to?
I moved into an apartment.
Okay. With who?
Just me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what'd you start? Okay, wait. Actually, this is a big question for you. When you moved out of that house and you moved into an apartment by yourself, was there any sort of like daunting or overwhelming new thing that you felt like you had to do on your own? Because I'll say this. I used to live in like in the C4 house. We were all always making content together. We were like, it was like so much content about the C4 house. I moved out of the C4 house and I was like, okay, what am I going to make content about now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I try not to like only film with other people. Like I over time learned that like I need to film like just by myself so people like me. Like they don't like me with other people. Like for a long time, you know, like I like felt like I was a little bit like more of like a sidekick in other people's videos, you know, like a lesser than, and I wanted to like develop my own personality. So I pretty much strictly tried to film by myself for a long time because like, you know, like I feel like it's really important to like develop like your own brand because it makes people give more of a fuck about you.
Do you feel like that's what you really started to do once you moved out?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I like tried to film with by myself like more. It was hard because like I had to like hit people up now to hang out instead of just like relying on hanging out with my roommates, like by just default. Walking downstairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like now I had to like put an effort to hang out with people, so that sucked big fat balls. But then we moved back in again with each other like a year later. We only moved into apartments because I think like, you know, like Sam and Kobe wanted to try like living on their own because like they've like lived with each other like ever since they moved out to LA, and I think they just wanted to try like living each by themselves in their own places.
Oh, they separated too.
Yeah. Like everyone was like, yeah, living in apartments. And then, you know, eventually we were like, yeah, fuck it, let's all live with each other again. It was fun.
Okay, yeah. Good. It was like a reunion, and you could really appreciate it once y'all got back together because you had experienced life without it as well.
Well, I lived down the hall from them, so.
Oh, in the apartment building.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're still close by adjacent, but you had your own space.
Yeah.
But you also, in that time, I believe you probably were able to develop your own identity online as well with your content.
Yeah. Well, that was like, well, I pretty much had moments where I was like, okay, if I can't get another person every single time for a video, and I don't want to be in the position of where if I only film by myself, then I'm not going to get views.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to spend a long time to like build my own brand, like me, like independently, you know?
What did you start making in that season?
I don't know. Like I just kind of like, you know, made
unboxing videos or like
just anything really. Like I just like try to like make videos by myself.
Yeah. That you were interested in.
Yeah.
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 I feel like that is an absolute ticket to content creation. If you are into the thing that you're making content about, you can get the people that are watching the content into it as well.
Yeah.
Because you're into it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, it's hard to film by yourself because you have no one to bounce jokes off of. Like no one to like, you know, like, cause every time when I'm talking to someone, like I'm always trying to think of something to say while I'm talking to them. And when you're making videos with like other people, there's just like, it's just like twice as funny because you could bounce off each other.
That's true.
You know?
However, I do feel like when I'm filming by myself, I can make jokes with the camera. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like think about if there was someone else and they'd make jokes off your jokes.
Right. You have to work like half as hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like filming with Johnny, like, you know, like he says hilarious things that if he wasn't in the video, none of those hilarious things would have been said.
True.
You know?
All right. So you guys came back together. You're living together.
Yeah.
This is the year 20...
I'm not sure really. Maybe 2020.
2020?
Yeah.
But by this time you had met Tara.
Yeah. I started dating Tara in the first house.
Oh. How did you guys meet?
Party. We used to like throw like big parties.
So you met at a party that y'all were throwing at your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like the first time you met Tara?
I think she thought that I wasn't like really into her. And
Why
I think
not?
that's what made her like more interested in me. But in reality, it's because I don't know how to talk to people. So I kind of won there, you know. She also like did like all the talking, which was really cool. But I think she took it as in like I wasn't that interested, and I think that made her like, yeah, I want to try more. But yeah, I was just like, in reality, I just am not a social person. Like I don't understand social cues. I'm really bad at everything. So, but it worked out.
And okay, so this sort of like quote unquote weakness, I feel like that's a common theme in your life. You've taken that and you've used it to make yourself an incredible creator, content creator, all that kind of stuff. And then also you meet Tara, who you've now been in a relationship for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really, it was like, oh, you're not responding as much as she would expect, but she's kind of initially taking it as like, oh, he's not that into me.
Well, it's like little things, you know, like I can't make eye contact that well. I've gotten better at it, but like, you know, at the time, like I wouldn't make eye contact. I wouldn't want to hug when someone's leaving, you know, like I wouldn't want to make the first move. I never like making the first move. 'Cause like, I just like never would want to ever invade like anyone's space, like weirdly at all. So like I always in my mind, like I'm never like the person that's going to like try to hit on someone and like maybe put their hand on them. Like that freaks me out. Like I will never do that. So like, it's like if someone is interested in me, they're going to have to like talk to me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm never like, I don't even just talking to people is just a world of discomfort.
I feel you, bro. I get that. It's kind of crazy because we're all these people walking around out here in the world trying to relate to each other, but you never want it to be like awkward or abrasive. And you're kind of always walking that fine line of like getting along and connecting or like, oh, is this weird? Like, oh, is this not funny? Oh, is this uncomfortable? But I guess the goal is to kind of get to the point where it's like, whatever, bro. We're chilling. We're just hanging out.
I mean,
and even if it's quiet for a second, whatever. Fuck awkward silences. In my opinion, there's no such thing. Like, let it be quiet. If it's quiet between you and me and we're hanging out, I'm like, hell yeah, bro. We're comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
We're just chilling. We're able to be ourselves. We can go into our own minds. I need that space with the people closest to me. Like, I need it with my family. I need it with my boyfriend. I need it with my friends. Like, hey, we're spending tons of fucking time together.
Yeah.
It's okay for it to be quiet for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't want to force a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, of course.
Because I'm chill like that.
Yeah, he's chill like that.
Okay, so you met Tara. You weren't sure if, or she wasn't sure if you were into her.
I think so. That's just what I picked up. I mean, most people like think I hate them when I meet them. I have a lot of friends that tell me, I think you hated me when I met you.
I mean, I get that. I can see that because maybe it's like, oh, he's not like talking to me as much, whatever. I never felt like that though.
It's like I talk to people. It's not like I say less. Like I try to talk to people normally, but I guess it's just like my body language, like my social cues that like I'm not fluent in, and it comes off maybe as in I'm not interested.
Yeah.
In talking to the people.
Even though you are.
Yeah.
So how did the relationship start between you and Tara? I've never actually asked you this question.
She was like, she like, you know, she wanted to just like keep hanging out, and like I did too, but like it felt like a lot of like social drainage for me because like we'd like hang out and be like, and she'd be like, oh, let's hang out in a couple days. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, do you really want to
again?
Like, no, like in the sense of like it scares me too. Like it makes me, you know, like just hanging out with people is uncomfortable for me. Like unless I'm like a really good friend of theirs. And like, you know, getting to know someone, it's like really like mentally draining for me.
So how did that start to change with her?
I don't know. Like, you know, we just like got comfortable, and she's really cool. She does like a lot of the talking. She's super social, you know, like she could take like, she could become friends with the weirdest person in the world.
Yeah.
You know, she's really good at that. So I'm thankful for her because like, even though it was like hard for me to like get close to someone and like get close with someone just in general, you know, and like, she could get close with anyone. So
well, I noticed a couple years ago I was riding in the car with you and Tara, and you guys were just having like a normal couple interaction, and I was sitting in the back, and I just really respected how you guys could be so real with each other. And I think it wasn't like a big conflict, but there was like, maybe it was like one person wanted to go home and one person wanted to stay, and you guys had to figure out, okay, how are we going to come together and make sure that each of us is satisfied with how the rest of this situation plays out. And the two of you were able to essentially communicate through that and figure out like, okay, this is how this person is going to be made to feel okay at the end of the night, and this is how the other person is going to be made to feel okay at the end of the night. And you guys were able to figure that out together. Despite the fact that you both are so different, y'all work together so well. Yeah. And I think both of you guys benefit so much from that.
Yeah, like we like to bicker, and well, we don't like to bicker. We bicker and stuff like that, but like, you know, that's just part of being a human. Whenever you're like in a relationship, you know, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Yeah.
Absolutely. And even bickering. Well, but even bickering, like quote unquote bickering, disagreeing, like that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're actually just being honest. You're speaking your opinion and what you want.
Like I could say that like I've never had a moment where like we went like a day without talking or like storming out and leaving. You know, there's no such thing as that. Like our bickering is like there's no like true anger beneath it. Like we've never like had like
resentment
or anything like that. I never tell her what to do. She never tells like me what to do. You know, like she could do whatever she wants. I'll do whatever I want. Like I don't like people that get into relationships and like they change themselves for the other person. That other person start dating them because they like that person, and then they want to change them to their version that they would want. No. You know what I'm saying? Like people always say they always set their boundaries, but like boundaries are different than rules. People say I want to set my boundaries, then they set rules for them. Like you're not setting boundaries, you're setting rules for them. And like I feel like people should want to date. People should treat their partner like the person that they fell in love with and met. Because a lot of people in the world meet that person, start dating them, and then want to change them into the version that they want them to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a word, I think, for every relationship everywhere. Look, we need to recognize the fact that there are no two human beings that are exactly the same. If we're going to come together and be in this relationship where we work together, we spend time together, we have fun together, we're intimate together, we're friends, we hang out with each other's friends, we maybe make content together, all this kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
We need to respect the fact that we are different and we are always going to be different.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try to change you, and you shouldn't try to change me.
Well, it's like, dude, it's like someone meets a girl at a party and they maybe like the way their butt looks in some short shorts or something. Then they start dating them and saying, you can't go out and wear short shorts. Be like, that's why you like me in the first place. Don't make them change themselves,
100%, bro. That's exactly what got you into this thing in the first place. Why are you going to go in there and then all of a sudden fuck it up?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's what you liked. But they think like, I want to keep that to myself. Everything I like about them, I want it to be almost be a secret just for me.
Oh man, that's so selfish.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's let our partners be themselves, express themselves.
Exactly. Like, you want to be the same person that you are before you got in a relationship.
Ooh.
Like, I hate when people are a completely different person when they're in one. Then it's like you don't even know them anymore.
Yes. And it's like, you always hear people say, you should go into a relationship already as the healthy, full version of yourself, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't go into one because you feel like you need it, you're lacking something, and you need this other person to complete you.
Yeah.
No, bro. But I think so many people, not us, but other people out there, they're trying to get into relationships because they're like, oh, I need to like check off this checkbox in my life, or I need to complete myself because I'm not whole on my own.
Yeah.
Whereas you always hear people say, hey, work on yourself. If you're single, work on yourself, like take care of yourself, develop some good habits, eat healthy, whatever, follow your passions, all those kinds of stuff, journal, go to therapy. And the right person will come along because you are right within yourself.
Yeah.
And you, as a young person, were already doing that. You made these realizations as a young person.
Yeah.
You were like, okay, I'm a little bit different. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to like do these different kinds of things. I'm going to figure out how to relate to other people. If I can't relate to people in the conventional way, I'm going to relate to people in my own way. And then you move out to LA and you meet this girl who appreciates you for who you are. And you also recognize, look, I'm going to continue being myself. And if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone else, I'm going to let them be themselves too, because I know the value of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
I like Tara. I like the way she is. I wouldn't change it.
Bro, well, and that is a very, very respectable thing about you, that you in your relationship are like, hey, I want to only empower the person I'm in a relationship with.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. You, changing gears a little bit, you then start to, you join the camboys. Mm-hmm. The camboys becomes a thing.
Yeah.
What was that? That was 3 years ago. That was over that was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're already like an established content creator. You're YouTubing, you're Instagramming, you're TikToking, you're in a relationship, all this stuff. What was it like when during that season when you really started to, when the camboys started and we all started kind of doing stuff together?
I thought it was cool because I didn't really have a friend group outside of my like friend group that I had. Mm-hmm. I had like a friend group, but I didn't hang out with too many people. Like it wasn't like it was like, hey, let's all come together and have pizza night, but like I wouldn't hang out with any of them one-on-one.
Yeah.
Just like my school friends back in the day. So
back in the day you would hang out with the school friend one-on-one and it was chill.
No.
Oh!
I never.
It was like that.
I never had like a one-on-one friend, and that's kind of like what it felt like. Like no one was really a one-on-one friend in the group I had. So it was cool becoming friends with the camboys, and like streaming with them.
Because we kind of do feel like one-on-one friends. We do a lot of shit all together in big groups, but it really does feel like any one of the camboys I could hang out with one-on-one, and we're boys. Like we're coming from the same place here.
Yeah.
So streaming's going crazy. Camboys is starting. And essentially, once again, Jake fucking Weber is innovating and adapting to this new landscape of the industry, right?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It was cool, but like I didn't really like understand like how it worked that well. You know? I wanted to like put my twist on it, but I didn't know how.
Yeah. And so, okay, but that's interesting though, because I feel like as of late, you kind of, especially specifically with streaming,
Yeah.
you have really found your lane.
Yeah. Like doing the food stuff is cool because like I didn't like streaming that much beforehand, like playing video games. Like it wasn't that fun for me because like I wanted to feel like I was like bringing something new to the table. Like I always hated doing like what the majority of everyone else is doing. Like I always wanted to feel like what I'm doing is like unique and like something different because that just makes me feel comfortable because like, you know, feeling like I'm always on the outskirts of life. Like I kind of want to feel like I'm just doing that with my job too because, you know, that's how I feel in general.
Because that's who you are.
Yeah, because like I'm just tired of like, you know, I don't want to like try to like always blend in and do what everyone else is doing because like it just has never been that way. So I just always want to do something different. So like when I started doing these like eating streams on Twitch, I was like, this is like the unique thing that like only I'm doing that like I could bring to the table, feels unique to me.
Yes, absolutely. And you love food. You love different kinds of ways to eat food, different campaigns around food. So that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fucking cool. And I'm really, really glad that within streaming and within YouTube, you've continued to just dive deeper, figure out who you are, what you want to do, the content you want to make. How are you going to most authentically show up online for other people? And I feel like because that's such a major reason for why you do what you do, it comes through to us, bro. I'll pull up a YouTube video of yours and I'm like locked the fuck in.
Hell yeah.
Because you are into what you're doing. You're looking at the camera. The editing is ridiculous. And I just feel like I'm watching a goddamn TV show by a fucking professional.
Thanks, dude.
Yes. And it's the same with your streams. It's the same with your fucking TikToks, bro. You are amazing. You are an incredible content creator.
Thank you,
You're someone I look to think like, okay, look, if I'm going to keep doing this thing, if I'm going to stay in this industry, I need to figure out how to be myself the way that Jake is his self.
Hell yeah. Thanks, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so as you look towards the future, you know, we talked about your past, we talked about the present. As you look towards the future, where are you going? Where do you want to go? And what are you doing now to get yourself there?
Pretty much like I don't look to the future.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about it. You know, I'm just like doing my thing.
You never worry about the future at all?
No, I don't give a fuck about it.
You don't think like, oh, what am I going to do when this happens or whatever?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Whoa.
I just
jealous.
I'm literally every single day I'm like, I need to make the best content possible and I need to get rich as fuck. Like, yes. I don't give a fuck about like anything. Like I never ever like even like envision myself old. Like I don't care.
You know what that brings up for me is the idea that making money is a bad thing. Isn't that kind of crazy? There's this thing ingrained in me that tells me that making money, that like if you're doing something and you're making money from doing it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Isn't that so fucked up? Like, that's not true. Well, everyone needs to do shit to make money, bro. We got to put food on the table, pay rent, eventually, like, grow in our lives, buy a house, whatever, right? Like, why do I think that?
I don't know, like, I only want to make money so I never have to think about money, you know? I want to do what, like, I want to do. I want to, like, go to, like, fucking France tomorrow if I wanted to. Like, that's pretty much all I care about is, like, I want to get to the zone of where, like, I could do anything without ever even questioning how much it costs, because you know I've always you know, like I like, you know, like growing up, like I'd save up for like weeks and weeks and weeks to like buy like Beats headphones, you know, like, so, and you know, like I was always like a saver, like I just want to be comfortable.
Well, it's freedom.
Yeah,
at some point you recognize, like, look, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, Z to make a little bit of cash. For me personally, I'm going to like take pictures, make videos. I'm going to do social media. I'm going to stream and all that stuff. I'm going to do whatever, making money, be free even.
Yeah.
But essentially, yes, like there's a dollar sign on all these things, but
Yeah.
it's not about like, oh, I want to be like rich and cool and better
Yeah,
than
I
other
don't care,
people.
like-
I'm not trying to drive like a fucking car in a certain car so that I can feel like I'm better than anyone else.
Yeah.
I just want the freedom, man.
Yeah, I like
to
I'm
make
not
and
like
do what I want to do.
I'm not like a big spender. I save everything. I think big spenders like have something to prove. You know, like you hear about like NBA dudes like
Yeah.
get millions of dollars and they blow it like
Go
in a
broke.
month. Like, how do you do that, dude?
Yeah.
That's like mental illness. Like, there's something wrong with them,
Right.
to blow $1 million in a month, or like, you know, it'll be like a low income family like hits the lottery and then blows. Like, dude, if you've been low income your whole life and you hit the lottery, you blow it that fast, you got like some kind of illness going on or something. Because like that makes no sense. Like, you know,
You could have changed your life forever,
yeah.
and instead you kept it the same.
And they just blow it, and it's
Yeah.
just crazy. Like you know, a normal like rational thinking person does not do that.
All right. Okay. So for my final little question segment here for you and your life story, which actually I had thought of this before sitting down for this conversation with you, and now I kind of forgot, and now that this came up, I'm so happy, bro. You are so grounded. You are like, I don't know if humble's the right word or just like you're a regular dude. And meanwhile, bro, you're fucking killing it. You're famous.
Thanks,
You
bro.
are a famous person.
Thanks.
You have like millions of people following you online. I just checked, bro. You have 2 million followers on TikTok.
Oh hell yeah.
Like million. Like our brains aren't even like big enough to understand what the concept of million is.
Yeah.
You have like, who knows, untold amounts of views on YouTube, in your videos and other people's videos. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, all these kinds of things.
Yeah.
But bro, like when I hang out with you, you know, I would have no idea that you're such a big deal. How do you keep that essence about you?
I mean, like followers and money doesn't like impress anyone. It doesn't matter. And then like the people that I'd want it, like the people that it would impress, like I don't care for. You know, like I go to like parties all the time, and like I'm like, hey, so what do you do? Like what, you know, like what do you do? And they'll be like, whoa, yo, like just got a song coming out with Wayne, you know, like, and it's just all bullshit. You know, like dudes at like LA parties got like the same 3 achievements in their whole life that they will tell everyone at the party in hopes that it makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck about telling someone like what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like it's a waste. Like I hate meeting people at parties because like 99% of the people I meet at parties, I never will talk to them again, or I'm just not interested in being their friend at all.
Well, and if someone is interested in being your friend because of your notoriety online, you don't want to fucking be friends with that person.
Well, I don't even think of myself as that, like, even that popular. Like, I never think of myself as even famous. Like, I don't, you know, like, I literally sit behind a screen and like make videos. Like, that's all I think I do. Like, I don't think of myself as a status at all. Like, I have no like ego at all.
Yeah.
Like, I have no ego. I don't think of myself as higher than anyone.
And you know why I think that is, bro? I think that's because you are a fucking artist.
Thanks, man.
You are a creator at your core. And that is what has drawn you. That's what drew you to this whole industry before it even fucking existed, is that you knew you had something within you to create, to make, to entertain, to say, to make other people laugh, to express yourself. It's a passion, and it's not about the money. And it's not about the followers. It's not about like seeming like you're cool to anyone else at any LA party.
Yeah.
And fucking A, bro, if only this whole city was filled with people like you,
Hell yeah.
we would all be so much better off, because we'd all have the right intentions behind why we meet each other, why we collaborate, what we want to make, all these kinds of things. It's not about like trying to have more money or a bigger house or a better car. It's about like, hey, let's make something awesome. Let's express ourselves. Well, let's connect with each other and with our entire audience.
Yeah.
And bro, that is you. And that's why I fuck with you. That's why I love being friends with you. And I would actually argue that's a major theme amongst all the camboys. We love to make things, we love to collaborate, we love to connect and figure out how to be ourselves and help other people be themselves as well along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
And that's why I love you, dog.
Thanks,
I
brother.
mean it. Seriously. And yeah, I really appreciate you coming through and just having a little chat.
Dude, of course.
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
As a professional content creator for over a decade, what was this experience like for you? Give me the good and the bad, okay? I want to know. This is only my third time doing this, all right? I'm still learning.
I don't know. Like, I think it's pretty cool.
Really?
The camera looks good and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it looks, I don't have any critiques.
I don't know, bro.
You're doing your thing. I'm doing my thing,
Was it weird for me?
I don't do interviews, so like I don't, I have nothing to say.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it weird for me to just be like, hey, Jake, so tell me about you?
No.
No?
No, like I'll answer anything, I don't care. Like I'm an open book.
Okay, hell yeah. Well, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Because look, here's the thing. Like our friends, we all make all kinds of content. We have the studio videos, we have like TikToks, we have like YouTube challenges, we have the streams where we're like sleeping and screaming and there's sound alerts and you're eating French fries and then there's all these different kinds of genres within our friend group of what we do and what we make.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just feel like, is it okay for me to just like sit down and have a conversation with a friend? Because I love having conversations.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why I'm asking. It's you think it's cool? You think it's okay? You think should I keep doing this?
Yeah, why not?
You think so?
Yeah, if you like it, then do it.
All right. Well, you know what, bro? I fucking do like it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let's go.
But anyway, bro, thank you so much for coming through. I really look up to you as a content creator.
Thank you, bro.
And as a friend. I remember meeting you on the deck at that Hollywood party in the hills, and you've always been so kind to me. And then once the camboys started, bro, you've been intentional with me. I love hanging out with you. You introduced me to just a whole nother side of life that I've never really experienced. I love our conversations. I love learning more about like your mindset and your process, because like I said, you're a true artist. You're a true creator, and I respect you and your relationship and your whole family.
You,
I know basically the only person I don't know your brother, one of your brothers, Ryan.
Yeah.
And I don't know your dad.
Yeah.
But I've interacted with your mom.
Yeah.
I've talked, obviously me and Jillian are friends, Reggie,
Yeah.
Your family did a good job being together growing up, and y'all are fucking killing it. And
hell yeah.
And I feel blessed and honored to be your friend, and I love that you and me can be chill and honest with one another, whether we're on a podcast, we're making content together, or we're at a party, or we're just walking around the neighborhood chatting it up like bros.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being my friend and for having this conversation.
I got you, bro.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you. I love you, Jake. And thank you, chat, for coming through. We love you.